Hello and welcome to the Stress Talk, in which we are talking entertainment and the aspects of what it is and what it truthfully means. Now, a lot of people assume that their opinion is actual fact, which truthfully it is not. Alright, sorry there, my throat's been kind of a little sore-ish. But people, when they see or listen or watch any forms of entertainment, read even, because books, they're forms of entertainment, magazines, comic books, whatever. They, when viewing or listening of such entertainment, they believe whether this is good or bad, is truthfully it is good or bad, which it is not. That is what truthfully comes down to what entertainment is if what you were finding is entertaining or not. If you do not find this entertaining, then it is not for you. It is something for someone else who does find this such as entertaining. Let's go with movies here, since it's like the big main area. If a movie is found to be liked by people, it is entertaining for them. If it's not found liked by you or somebody else, if you do not find it entertaining, it does not mean that is a good or bad movie. It just means you weren't entertained by it. That's what entertainment is. It's to entertain people. And if some people aren't entertained by it, then okay, you weren't entertained, it's not for you. But if there's even one person who was entertained by an item that was made to be entertaining, they did what they were out to trying to do. They entertain someone. Say for like video games, okay. Some video games, like anything, video games, music, movies, whatever. Just because it didn't sell a lot doesn't mean it was a bad movie. Just means it wasn't found entertaining by that as a good size amount of people as other movies can be. There are movies that were made by very few people, not budgeted much, and went out and made more money than some movies in which were given a huge budget, made with a lot of people who were a lot of knowns, and just did not make that much money.
Get ready for the next ride.
When it comes all the way down to it, as I stated, it's whether if you were entertained by this form of entertainment or not. Nothing in true entertainment form is good or bad. Is it entertained by somebody? And if you are entertained, I've been entertained by some of the, what would we consider the dumbest or worst things in movies or shows. I found them entertaining because I liked them. I found that it was entertaining to me. Like people, let's take Battleship, the movie Battleship, based off the board game. Not a great concept. Granted, they were trying to go for another, Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean kind of thing. Granted, that was a ride. Or Transformers, which was a toy, got big and stuff. The show was just to promote the toys, and they did more than that. Seriously, now you have more of the being toys based off other forms of entertainment for Transformers than the actual, it's the way which it was originally made. The toys were the thing, and the shows were made to promote the toys. But then it just became something of its own. And I went off topic there. Back to Battleship. Battleship I found to be an entertaining movie. Now it's like somebody at Rooster Teeth, I can't remember the person's name, which was going to see a movie that wasn't a great concept of a movie, the way they went with it, like some movies are, based off video games, which was Doom. He went and normally see a campy movie. A movie that wasn't really going to be that great, not really throw most of its material off what it's based off of, but it was still entertaining nonetheless because he knew what he was going to see in. That's the way what some movies are, You're going in to see a movie and you're thinking it's going to be the most amazing thing, and it's really going to show this format in which you're hoping for, but doesn't, you find yourself pissed off, you find yourself like you did not get your money's worth. If you're going in to see a movie in which you know pretty much what it is, you get your money's worth. I mean, one movie, there's like, I've seen many movies in theaters, none of which I've walked out of, some of which I've actually walked in, unfortunately, on the wrong movie. I think that's only happened once. I was going to see Constantine, walked into that Will Smith, whatever, he's, the love maker movie, had Eva Mendes in it, whatever. But yeah, I've never walked out of a movie before. The only movie I found that I was going to, but I paid money, I'm going to sit here all the way through, was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I did not find that entertaining. Did not one bit. But that's, again, my opinion. People have found it entertaining. Does that mean it's a good or bad movie? Was I entertained by it? No. Not in the least. Of course, there's, an array of other movies and stuff like, let's take pretty much the first known kind of video game based movie, the Super Mario Bros. I'm not sure if it was the first, it probably was one before it, but it's the more well known during its time, in which a lot of people found it to be a horrific, just stupid dumb movie. Not true for the case, it's whether it was not entertaining. I found it entertaining. Even, if I watch it today, it's probably not going to hold up to when last I saw it, but in the end, I found it entertaining, and that's me. A lot of people didn't. Thought it was the idea of the movie being what it's based off of, and the way in which the direction they took it was not that entertaining, was not that good of an idea for them. But then again, it was back, the early 90s, late 80s? I think it was, early 90s when they made it. And it's based off the side-scroller. I mean, come on. You ain't got much material to work on, and you probably don't have that much to work with in the making of the movie itself process. Ideas, visual effects weren't that amazing at the time. The story, I think if I found anything to be flawed with it, would be the story. It's about a man trying to save a princess in a castle from a dragonish character. But in the end, it's not Mario who is the main character who gets the woman. It's Luigi, which, it's odd, is the concept of which would be of the movie. But in the end, it was still, I found it to be entertaining the way it was just made, the way it looked, the actors in it. It entertained me. That's saying something for the movie at its time. There's not much you can say about many other movies at that time that would be as visually, if you want to think about it, stunning as that movie. Just the set pieces, the costumes, they were pretty okay. They were good. They were nice. But in the end, it doesn't matter what music you listen to, what video games you play if you do, what you watch, be it a TV show or just anything here on the internet, what books you read. People might not think I'm much of a book reader, but I do read books. The last one I read was, I'm in the middle of reading both the Zombie Survivor Guide from the guy who did the book World War C. I think that was the last full book I've ever read. Last full book I read. I'm also currently reading the Dead Island book. I have other books in store. I have also audiobooks I'm going to be listening to. I listened to the full rendition of The Hunger Games. I gotta get caught up with that because the next movie's coming out too. I gotta listen to that. I have originally, before I bought the book of World War C, I have it bought it on audio format, which I want to listen to again because there are a variety of people who read it. And then when it comes down to it, there's the movie, the World War C movie. Now, I actually have that purchased on a internet format. I think it's Vudu. I don't think it's in which is the Best Buy thing, but yeah, there's Vudu, which I have. And I'm a major lover of the book. Okay, It's hard to say whatever, but yeah, I love the World War C book. It was just all of those characters were amazing. And then they made this movie, which is pretty much has nothing to do with the book. As I stated before, there's only two commonalities: the name and the apocalypse. But in the movie itself, I found it entertaining. In the own sense of it, thank you.